Hi, this is Tate Hedke here at Medford Area Senior High, and I'm talking to you today about the tech tool that I've been using with my students in my pull-out math class. I have a group of 2 kids, freshman and a sophomore, and what I've been trying to incorporate with them is some new tools we can use to work on money skills. So I found this program called Prodigy, prodigygame.com, and it's a really handy tool that I can create assignments and I can create different programs for them to work on. All the while I can pick different difficulty levels, different skill levels, and different core concepts that I really want them to be working on. So if you look over here, I've got my 2 kids working on their Chromebooks, not texting on their cell phones, right, Chelsea? And if you want to focus back on over here at the screen real quick, there's a wide variety of grade and difficulty levels that you can pick. My kiddos are about right here. I like to. I'm really there's hundreds of thousands of things you can do with them. You can create additional assignments for an entire curriculum on them. But what I've been having them work on is money. So as I'm creating this assignment, we're going to work on reading amounts, money amounts up to 100. I can create the date range that I want it available to them. So let's say I want them to work on it starting today and then going until working until Tuesday when we come back from break. And I can click create, and all of the assignments now and the gameplay that they actually have is all going to be based on that counting money up to 100. So if you want to come on over here and take a look at our screens, the cool thing about this is it's a really interactive site. You can keep working. It's a really interactive site. It's a really interactive game, and it's kind of almost like a role-playing game where all of the tasks and all the things that we're asked to do, you're fighting monsters, you're battling other trainers, and every level up you go, the game gets a little bit more difficult. You can buy more upgrades for your characters, and you can it's trying to design, trying to play off the gameplay and the addictive nature of some of these things for our kiddos. So what do you think about this, guys? What do you think about the Prodigy game so far? Been using it for a couple months now, right?
It's okay.
Okay. Difficult?
Yeah.
What do you like about it? Schulte, what do you like about it?
The thing that I like about it, that it helps you learn money faster.
Okay, so it's a different way of doing it. Larry, what do you think about the Prodigy game? What do you like about it?
They get to fight.
You like fighting stuff, and you like killing monsters. So, as you can see, it's kind of almost designed like I don't know, I guess like a video game that somebody might play at home, and it's really neat. It's really easy. You can use it on any computer, anywhere that you can get internet. So this is one of the ways that we've been supplementing our money skills. The direct instruction used to enhance my students' money literacy skills is called Touch Math for upper grades. Touch Math makes programs from kindergarten through high schoolers and is designed to be a multi-sensory program to help remedial students with money skills. Everything from counting to addition, subtraction, making change. Skills are organized along Common Core standards and can also be used to help teach skills such as time and other basic addition, subtraction, and even multiplication. This is a really good tool to use with students with remedial math skills, and throughout this point I saw really vast improvements in my students' counting abilities. Every coin is awarded a different value, and based on its value you have a certain number of touch points that you assign to each one. So typically going off a base 5. Counting by 5 is pretty easy for those students, so we call it skip counting by 5. So a dime gets 2 touches, adding up to 10 cents. A quarter is 5 touches, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Using paper, then students will keep track of what they are actually counting. Some students don't like the idea of using the paper, but I've had other students tell me how embarrassed they are when they're in a store and having to count out change, and how good of a tool this really is, and how happy they are that they can take care of things on their own. Next. So each of them gets 2 taps, right, Larry? So 5, 10. Let's try it one more time. Beautiful. Okay. Ready for your next one? Throughout the process of monitoring my students and creating the lessons to teach money skills to my students, I've been using Google Docs and the other Google applications pretty extensively. All of my students are in Google Classroom. I've been using this all school year with different assignments, making collaborative documents that we can work on. This is a project that we did when we were working on money skills, just showing them how much it costs for things like food, car insurance, pet expenses, those kind of things every month. My assessments were used with Google Forms. Here's the final assessment that we just did. Being able to count the different types of money, which organizes, which after you take the assessments, it can organize things in a really nice spreadsheet, which actually can show you the growth and changes in your student over the period of time. A little disappointed. I guess I'd hoped my kids would have improved a little more. Part of that might have been perhaps some inconsistencies with my assessments and the difficulties of questions. So that concludes my video showing my implementation of the Google products and also the Prodigy game and Touch Math money skills to improve the math abilities of my remedial students. Thank you.